If you're watching this, there's a chance that the price of diesel is now 140 pesos. Kung in the past few weeks, ang concern natin ay papalo ba siya ng 100, this week, ang concern natin ay aabot ba siya ng 200. What do you guys think?
At the rate we're going, yes, parang definitely 200.
Yes. Essentially, if no one wants to stop the war, no one wants to stop fighting, eventually abot talaga ng 200.
For me, yes din kung ang gobyerno natin, ang measures ay mag-import ng mas maduming fuel, probably tataas pa yung presyo niyan. So, I think it's timely that for our monthly wrap-up, we discuss our favorite fuel-saving tips. Alright, so for me, to start things off, I think other people will find my tip weird. Pero kasi para sa akin, to save fuel, I try to avoid the Skyway. Number one, the toll fee is a little more expensive. And then number two, theory ko lang to sa akin lang. I think it's because you're up there, mas may wind resistance, and that contributes to fuel consumption. And then number two, kung sa baba ka dumadaan, you're in the protection of the highway above, mas hindi ka naaarawan. So there's an excuse to not crank up your AC.
It makes sense naman kasi even for me na maliit na kotse, I feel the wind resistance and I have to apply more power to counteract yung tinutulak ako ng hangin sa Skyway.
Well, actually ako, since I ride a bike, ramdam nga minsan pag malakas yung crosswind. Or for example, nasa NLEX ka. Feel mo, pushing you around. I'm sure may effect and maybe yung mga 1-2%. Pero I guess in a time like this, every percent, kunin mo.
Yes.
Pero sige, ikaw, Cesar, ano tip mo?
For me naman, sa perspective ng manual transmission user, generally smooth shifts and keeping your RPMs low. Ideally below 2,000 RPM. Kasi RPMs dictate yung gaano kadalas mag-introduce ng fuel spray sa engine, di ba? Each RPM, one spray of fuel. So the less, syempre less fuel used. Another one is, kung defensive driver ka ngayon, dapat try times 3 ka na defensive driver ngayon. Higher anticipation when you move, smoother lane changes, so less tendency to use more power out of your car.
Well, actually, yung tip ko, I think, relates sa pagiging defensive. Yung ginagawa ko is lift and coast. So, nanood ko yung F1, lift and coast. Ginagawa ng F1 driver to save gas. So, good enough for me. So, for example, makita mo yung stoplight, mag-red na. Kung walang traffic sa harapan mo, kesa mag-brake agad, just let go of the gas para tuloy-tuloy yung roll mo until you hit the stoplight. Kasi every time you hit the brakes, pure sayang sa gas yun. Because your engine worked hard to get you to speed. Magbe-brake ka, literal sayang siya. So, anytime I have a chance na mag-coast to a stop, ginagawa ko, you let go of the gas early. So, mas matagal yung time na walang fuel spray. Pero syempre, you don't do this pag may mga tao sa likod mo na mabibilis or something. Mindful na rin. Kasi your car won't slow down naman pag bitaw mo. Parang from 80, babagsak siya to 50, tas accident. Gradual yan. So, that's what I try to take advantage of. Manual car or automatic, you can do this for both kinds.
That's even a better tip for hybrids pala. With regenerative regen braking.
Yes, actually, ayan, like kita doon na in theory nga, gumagana siya kasi hybrids. Rely on it, yung coasting recovery, diba?
Yeah.
And today, since wala si Ford, iba yung diesel driver natin for today kasi nga Swift, HRV, Jazz, Subaru. So si Kent with this Everest, baka may fuel saving tip siya.
So for me, as a diesel driver, hindi ko din naman sure, pero medyo contradicting lang to Pau's theory. Ako mas nagdadrive ako sa Skyway kasi highway speed, although 60 to 80 lang yung speed mo, but yung traffic, yung congestion sa baba, na-skip mo. So, mas mabilis kang makakarating sa pupuntahan mo, mas mabilis mo ma-off at the same time. So, mas less din yung braking mo kasi nasa highway ka. Tsaka, at the same time, yun nga, anticipation sa braking. If may sumingit sa harapan mo, anticipate mo na magbe-brake ka, hindi ka na mag-step on the gas. And ganun din kapag may mga stoplights, tsaka takbong pogi lang.
So ano yung fuel economy mo ba sa Everest?
Ever since nagtaas kasi, nag-use na ako ng eco mode. So, what it does, mas low yung RPM niya and mas low na maintain. And yung hindi yung sudden acceleration sa gas pedal. So, gradual lang para hindi mag-reach to 2K.
Okay.
So,
pogi talaga.
Ano yung number?
So, yung number ko, nag-test ako last week. Yung fuel economy ko from city and highway is 14 kilometers per liter.
Oh, not bad.
Actually, hindi pa ako nagre-reset ng ano ko eh. It's still 9.7. So, I still have to, mixed. So, I still have to reset the meter.
For me, mixed around 14.5. Pero before, yung sinasabi ko sa sarili ko, I paid for the whole RPM meter. I will use the whole RPM meter.
Ayan.
So, nakaka-8 ako noon before 7.
So sa 1.2 shift mo?
Yes.
Mixed driving yan?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so ako kasi for reference, di ba, na 2.5 liter na turbo boxer. Pag mixed driving, 6.5 to 7 ako. Pero maraming off-peak driving doon kasi nakakapagod mag-clutch.
Alright, so up next, Toyota Motor Philippines has launched the Urban Cruiser and the all-new RAV4. Early on this year, sabi nila maglalabas sila ng maraming models for 2026, right? And these are the first two na nakita natin. In fact, they have been tried by our boys Fort and Ash. So both of them are above 2 million pesos, right? Which do you think would sell better? Is it the Urban Cruiser or the RAV4? Ikaw, bro.
For me, I think the RAV4 would sell better. For one thing, kahit may gas crisis ngayon, a lot more people would still jump into the RAV4, the thing you can fill up with gas. Kasi let's face it, okay ang EV, but it's not to the point, yung EV charging station network in the country is not to the point where we want it to be.
And, kagaya ng sabi mo, I think the RAV4 is a vehicle that you would really want to use. Diba? Hindi
Yeah.
siya magiging garage queen.
Yeah.
The RAV4 will sell better. Number one, kasi it has that. The nameplate is parang heritage na siya, diba?
Yeah.
So medyo kilala na siya, may na-build na siyang, for lack of better term, credentials, diba? And the Urban Cruiser being a newer nameplate, a lot of people will also relate it to being a rebadged Toyota from originally a Suzuki car.
Like putting aside yung charging infrastructure or mahal gas, if it's just really which car I would want more in my garage.
Coming from someone who tried
Both. Actually, I would take the Urban Cruiser kasi iba talaga yung feel ng city car, lalo in Manila. Tas EV pa na city car. Like, masarap talaga siya i-drive. Pero, I see nga na medyo problema yung 2M price. I think, at that price point kasi yung mga Pinoy, nagmamatter yung size ng car, hindi lang yung features. Parang, ba't ka bibiling ganito for 2M? Pwede ka mag-SUV, ganun. So, I think, yeah, the RAV4 will sell more. Pero hopefully, lumaban yung Urban Cruiser.
Might I add something din? In the point of the price of the RAV4, medyo in-undercut niya yung nearest competitor niya. So that's one thing about the RAV4 na parang tutulak sa kanya to success. Speaking of car launches, we have more PHEV models coming in from Geely and Jaecoo. For Geely, it's the EX5 EMI, the PHEV version of the current EX5. And for Jaecoo, it's the J5. Both models are based on what we've seen in other markets and yung mga papers from DOE. They are both jam-packed with features. They have excellent specs and medyo peppy din daw yung powertrains nila. So, competition is stiff between these two. But I think they will be priced as mass market mainstream models, di ba? That's the thing, umiinit yung PHEV market sa Pilipinas. About these two, if I have to drive, maybe I gravitate more towards the Geely EX5. It's a continuation of the EX5 na platform in EV form, and based on what I've seen sa current EV only na EX5, it's an excellent and practical handler, and maganda yung implementation niya ng onboard technologies.
Sa akin naman, I think I would go for the Jaecoo J5. entirely based on the looks. Kasi parang, para sa akin this is just an emotional decision. Medyo mas boxy, di ba? Parang medyo mas macho siya tignan. To drive in a car we want to be seen in, di ba? So, for me, I think I'd go with the J5. Although, sabi nga ni Cesar, both parehas busog.
For me naman, I've actually tried both of them kasi ako yung pumunta sa mga embargo shoot. So, ano siya, may split. Kung looks-wise actually, EX5 ako. I preferred over yung boxes ng J5. Pero yung fact na sub 1 million yung supposed price ng J5, very hard to ignore. Kasi when we sat in it, yung build quality na doon. And again, busog. So, I think, antayin yun yung reviews namin. Yan.
Watch out for the video.
Oo.
So, sadly, not all of the news we discuss here on our weekly wrap-up are good news. Meron ding bad news. Honda has canceled the Zero series, although only 2 out of 3. The Saloon and the SUV, diba, maka-cancel na. But I think the Alpha, they're still pushing through with it. In fact, if you've watched our previous video, our coverage at the Japan Motor Show, HCPI President Rie Miyake has revealed that they will bring these models to our country. Although, isa na lang ang natira, it's yet to be seen whether or not they would think worth it pa bang magdala ng EV dito, diba? Or not.
With regards to why they canceled 2 out of 3 of the Zero series, a previous report which was published on Zigwheels Philippines indicates that it has to do with consolidating resources. Honda is facing a very bad fiscal year performance in terms of global sales. So downsizing sila. May inherent loss din if they cancel the program, but yung na-mention ni Honda Corporate via press releases is ko-continue pa yung losses nila if they launch.
They push through with the Zero series. No?
Kasi they were planning to build it in the US, which is a huge investment.
Okay.
I don't think like short term may affect yan kasi Honda Philippines is its own thing. Pero syempre long term, we would want them to get into the EV game sooner rather than later kasi HEV nila very good to drive. Diba?
No.
The only EVs that they have right now, yung electric scooters nila. Diba?
Saka yung rocket ship from GM.
Over to two-wheelers. Bajaj, the Indian motorcycle manufacturer, has officially entered the Philippines as a standalone brand. Previously, it was sold. Its models were sold in the market as a partnership with Kawasaki. Parang attached yung models nila with Kawasaki. Now, mas malaki na yung lineup nila as a standalone brand under TCC or Trimotors Technology Corporation. So, yung flagship model nila is the Dominar 400 and the most entry-level model nila is the Pulsar N125. This is a big deal for motorcycle enthusiasts because if we take a look back mga 2 years, 3 years ago, ang laki ng impact ng Bajaj Kawasaki products like the Rouser.
Yun, Rouser. Yan.
Very popular yun. And now, mas marami na options from the Pulsar. Yung main mother lineup ng Rouser. May 125 models na, may 160, may 200, and may 400 cc na Pulsar na sa country.
And I'm curious now that they have separated their identity with Kawasaki, which is a Japanese brand. Solely they're representing the Indian bike industry. How would Filipino motorcycle enthusiasts receive it? Diba? Ano ba? Parang, kumbaga, would they look at it na, wala na, hindi na partner yan ng Hapon. Ganun ba ang nun? Or, I'm just curious
May growing pains din. Siyempre. There's always the market perception, yung perception ng individual buyers. Kasi we can't deny that Japanese motorcycle brands has a good reputation. Good naman din ang reputation ng Indian brands, but
as Filipinos being Filipinos. So.
And now, it's time to pick our favorite car from our reviews this month. This month, 3 lang kasi may first looks that took up the other slot. We have the Toyota Wigo GCVT, the MG HS Hybrid Plus, and the Mitsubishi Destinator GLS. For me, I think my favorite car this month would be the Destinator because it showed that Mitsubishi still knows how to make something novel, exciting. So medyo didn't have that much excitement nung X4. Pero now, na 7-seater, nakuha nila yung kiliti ng Pinoy who love their Montero Expander. And there's a lot of people talking about it. And solid yung car itself. Solid din naman yung Wigo and MGHS, pero they're just not as exciting on the same level as yung Destinator.
For me sorry, I would take, kasi ikaw ang resident small car guy lover natin. For me, I would take Wigo. Kasi timely siya, I think, nowadays because the fuel prices are skyrocketing, diba? And if you would like to go from point A to point B comfortably, at least naka-AC ka and protected ka from the elements, the Wigo is a good choice. Actually, our written review on the website came before the video was published. So I've tried it, although it's just 1 liter gasoline engine, and you would have at least 66 horsepower, 98 Newton meters. You don't really need that much, especially kung nasa city ka lang. And it's packed with necessary features, conveniently.
For me, pareho tayo ng pick. I also like the Destinator GLS. Emotional yung choice ko because I really like how it looks. Parang it proves that Mitsubishi still has the agency to create something fresh, something eye-catching. Passenger vehicle siya that was designed to be a family car. It still captures the imagination. It still captures the attention. And of course, I've sat in it, not in a capacity of a auto journal, just a road trip with the family. For a fat man.
Wow, naka-destinator sila.
Sa family friend lang.
Iniba na.
Naka-Swift pa rin ako. Small cars. It was packaged very well that even as the resident fat man, hindi ako uncomfortable. Very wide yung space niya for the shoulders.
Ilan kayo sumakay?
5 lang.
Okay.
Pero even then, yung third row niya, it's not that bad.
Tsaka I think yung key thing here is we're talking about yung GLS version, not the GT na top spec, and very good na yung GLS. Pwedeng walang GT version and masaya na kami, I think.
Alright, so that's it. That's our monthly wrap-up for the month of March. And as we speak, yung BIMS is happening, no? So this video came out before that, but still watch out for our coverage of the Bangkok International Motor Show. So again, this has been Paolo.
Cesar.
Ash.
And we'll see you. And we'll see you on the next wrap-up video.